I've done the rounds. I work for Planet 24.
60 seconds.
The Independent.
You know, I don't have the power to sign that.
Yes, hello. Look, I haven't got all day, so what I need to know from you is how many people are playing.
Across the Atlantic.
Ah, going it alone, I see. Congratulations. Now, I wonder if you could type in your name, please.
I went out to dinner with Scott Marshall himself, and he told me I was one of the most...
One other thing, I also need to know if you had plans for a 21-question game or a 7-question tournament situation. Okay, if that's what you want, it's your call.
30 seconds.
Now, your buzzer is the letter B, that is B as in Bristol's.
Standing in for Jack couldn't make it today.
And 20 seconds.
All right, now, pay attention. A 2-year-old could do this, but people still seem to screw it up. As soon as you think you know the answer to a question, buzz in. Then you have to hit the number that corresponds to the answer you want. Have you got that?
10 seconds.
Can someone please sort out the talent's hair? Lose the desktop. Fade to black. Standing by.
Hey,
Good luck.
Really picking up on this American fast.
I certainly am, thanks to Lingo Tape. Go figure.
It's time for the show where pop culture and high culture collide!
Okay, welcome to You Don't Know Jack, the trivia quiz where... Oh, I don't know.
No one to go to the pictures with? Oh, never mind, it looks like it's just the two of us. Do you want to be the woman or the man?
From the list of categories...
Let's have some fun. Here comes question 1.
This one's called... Dip your fork in my cheesy depths. Give me a right answer, you got yourself 3,000 quid. There's a question coming, I can just smell it. Fondue party, floral dress, bring your own bottle, elements present in air only. Who would not make it to the cheese at this fondue evening? Mr. and Mrs. Krypton, Ms. Neon, Mr. Boron. Boron would be your fondue gatecrasher, as it is not a constituent element of air. Do you know what they all say about boron, don't ya? They say it's a hard, almost colourless crystalline metalloid element that in impure form resists a brown amorphous powder, occurs principally in borax, and is used in hardening steel, don't they? Using your brain... In terms of category, this is dysfunctional families and their friends. £1,000 for this little baby. The Addams family's quiet night in is interrupted by the doorbell. Lurch reports back that it's a distant relative called Sweet Fanny. Bearing in mind her name, what does Sweet Fanny Addams probably look like? She's got 3 sets of reproductive organs, she's a huge honeybee, she's invisible, or she looks like whatever she bloody wants to. It's a shame you didn't say... Sweet Fanny Addams, known to her friends as Sweet F.A. or Nout. Mind you, she's not much to look at. Okay, pick a cat.
Put on your pants for the naked dance. 3.
And the category is... I'm adamant! I'm crap! You could be getting yourself 2,000 for the right answer. Okay, imagine this. As part of his 21st comeback, Adam Ant has started behaving more like a worker ant. If Adam's musicians complain of hunger, what will he do about it? Sting them to death, regurgitate food for them, fetch them larvae to eat, or palpate their abdomens? Don't you ever get the bloody answer right. Adam the worker ant will regurgitate food for them, which they will then ingest and turn into audio excrement. Shaking up the floor, shaking up the floor. Categorically, this is the category of...
Some horse! Some horse! I'm a kingdom for some horse!
Get it right, and I'll give you $3,000. Okay, it's a big one.
In an ugly test of man, 4 Shakespearean characters tried to do a line of cocaine.
Correct. Hamlet would have to snort 1,422 lines of coke. Which would certainly explain his intense paranoia, his auditory hallucinations, and textual difficulties. Choose a cat. Oh, best butts fit Meinhor.
It's time for Junior Lake Test Run.
This gibberish category is titled
Spin the Bong.
I've had this gibberish question initially valued at £5,000. Remember, speed's the key. The quicker you solve this, the more money you make.
So squint in cogitation as you try and work out what catchphrase this rhymes with.
Rastas have kissed her, maybe. Remember, don't be misled by the punctuation.
Say it with a gun in your hand.
Okay, type in your answer. Hasta la vista, baby. A terminal way of saying goodbye. Choose a category. Your choice is...
The Pringles approach to cosmology.
As far as the sheets available, $2,000 is up for grabs.
The phrase "once you pop, you just can't stop" is not only the slogan for Pringles potato crisps, it's also a pretty good description of the Big Bang Theory and the expansion of the universe. To make the slogan "once you pop, you can't stop" more accurately reflect the Big Bang Theory, what phrase?
Eventually, gravity forces may overcome the forces of inertia from the Big Bang. I could go on for hours, but I have to make some soup.
The Big Bang Theory says the universe started off as a single blob with infinite density.
I've always been terrified of Russell Grant, and now I know why.
Come on, let's have one.
The 7 o'clock news with question 7.
The name of this question is Iconoclastic Toys. 1K on offer for this one.
Okay, here it comes. Supposing a leading toy manufacturer decides to cash in on the Sunday school market and release a new line of biblical toys, which baby doll might include a woven bulrush carrying case? Judas, Jesus, Moses, or Jason? According to the story, Moses was sent adrift in a bulrush basket by his mother and was found by an Egyptian princess. I'm currently abstaining from all earthly pleasures. I call it the baby Moses syndrome, because I'm in denial. I also, whilst I'm still on the gag section of this question, ought to let you know that there's a new film out on the Moses story. It's not completed yet, but apparently the baby looks terrific in the rushes.
Categorically speaking...
Order me the taco plate with the side of question 8.
And here we have...
Get off your arse and get a job.
And this one's worth £2,000.
Bloody vast quantities of strong serotonin reuptake inhibitors make me an absolute bloody vegetable. I can't remember a thing these days. What is the name of that play? Buzz in and type its name when you remember. Do us a favour. There's about a couple of blokes hanging about a lot, I seem to remember. They were expecting something.
Go for it. Type in your answer.
That's it. Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot.
Great.
If you haven't seen it yet, I'm going to save you the trouble with my fingerbobs version.
Hello.
Hello.
Where's Godot?
Do you think he's real?
I don't know.
Let's wait for him.
Okay.
Please select.
It's party time.
Here comes number 9.
In categorical terms, you have chosen...
Inside the mind of a comic genius.
£2,000 ready and waiting for the right answer. It's a very, very special episode of Open All Hours. Gladys Emanuel has finally reached the end of her patience with Arkwright stammering. Gladys starts operating on the section of the brain that controls vocalization.
Broca's area is the language center of the brain.
Gladys, it didn't work. Never mind. Let's go upstairs and have a funny incident in your cupboard.
Using your brain...
Hey, Master Blaster! Won't you find an answer? It's 10!
And now, a great day out for all the family. £2,000 for this little baby. Oh, you smell that? That's the stench of question. At Maths World, the great new theme park with the mathematical flavour, what might you be encouraged to do? Defy death in the... A cosine wave would be the graphic representation of the trigonometry function cosine, and it goes up and down and up and down and up and down, and everyone has a fantastic time on it. Do you know, I'm planning to open a prostitution theme park. Buy a £15 ticket and get unlimited rides all day long. Of course, Blue Beta badge winners would get free entry. Well, that's the first round over. Who's getting the next one in then? If you've been struggling so far, keep your chin up. Everything in round 2's worth double. From the list of categories...
It's 11 minus 1 plus 2 minus 1, it's 11.
And the category is... First year maths and royal correspondence. You give me the right answer, I'm going to give you £4,000.
Imagine a parallel universe where everything is binary.
In a binary world, the Queen would be kept busy sending telegrams to people reaching 3 figures. At what age would you receive yours? 4, 8, 16 or 32? If you'd have got it right, you'd have said this. 4 is 100 in binary. You got any categories on you, man?
12. Celebrity voice impersonated.
And you went for the one called Fantastic Forage. And this one's worth £4,000. Oh, it's you. You just startled me as I trawl through this here dustbin. I've certainly found some interesting things here. Who do you think owns this detritus? Buzz in and type the answer when you've guessed. An old map of Coventry, an empty packet of sugar cubes, a riding crop, well worn, and a page from a diary that reads, Wednesday, had literally nothing to wear. Who owns the bin? Come on then, solo quiz. Lady Godiva would be the equestrian who took to the streets of Coventry butt naked. Great, isn't it? I mean, she does it sober, on horseback, in full view of everyone, and she's an historical heroine. I'd do it once, drunk in an old folks' home, and get 120 hours of community service. I mean, where's the justice? Choose a category.
Take the elevator ride to 13.
This one's called A Wailing and a Weeping and a Gnashing of Teeth. Now, this one's going to be worth £6,000. Listen carefully. We know that this is the show where high culture and pop culture collide. But if this show were presented by Lee Perry, it would be most aptly described as the show where high culture collided with political culture, Aztec culture, bacterial culture, or roots and culture. Babylon fire will come upon Jarhead. Roots and culture is a reggae term. Lee Scratch Perry, the upsetter, is a reggae recording artist. Pick a category now.
We wish you a number 14 and a happy Hanukkah.
Okay, let's have one called The Smash Hits Literary Supplement. You could be getting yourself 2,000 for the right answer. Listen and respond. Which of these 1980 song titles is a metaphor? Like a Virgin, We Are the World, Manic Monday, or Girls Just Want to Have Fun? We Are the World is a metaphor. More examples. You are a pulsing luminous quasar of an explorative intellectual phosphorescence. No, not really, you tapeworm turds in history's twat. Choose a category. Excellent choice, player. Let's play Dis or Dat. And the Dis or Dat category is there a Dr. No in the house? You expect me for pork? No, but... Oh, I see. Been here before, have you? Cocky. And... Go! Cauliflower ear. Bond or stick? GoldenEye.
Thunderball.
Walleye. Goldfinger. Octopussy. Last one, black... That's your lot. Oh, 7 out of 7. Very good. And with time to spare. You are really special.
What a strapping, buxom score that is. Let's move on.
Come on, let's have one. And now, Blockbuster, Olympus branch. I'm willing to offer you 4,000 crisp green sheets. Come on then, you starting? It's the Cyclops' turn to pick the film at the Greek Gods Video and Curry Evening. Given his own unique requirements, what will he not be selecting? Animal Farm, Jaws 3D, the Cyclops has only got one eye. And to truly appreciate the 3D element of Jaws 3D, you need 2 eyes for stereoscopic vision, don't you?
And no brain.
Okay, pick a...
Shave your thing, keep it clean, 17.
Next up, I am what I am. This is a £6,000 question. Brace yourselves, here's the question.
Which of the following headlines taken from a 17th century tabloid is written in pentameter? Gotcha! Rally hits Specs for 6. 3 in a privy, Poxy Doxy shock. Wicked Willie Kemp wenched my wife, or Dick Tarleton bit my bluebell. If you're interested, the answer is... Lines written in pentameter have 10 syllables. 3 in a privy, Poxy Doxy shock. Thank God for penicillin. Categorically speaking...
18.
The one you chose was... The Gospel According to Rod, Jane and Freddie. And I'll give you £2,000 if you get it right. Okay. Imagine that Zippy from Rainbow has just whispered something obscene to Jane, causing immediate zippage from Bungle. Now, after Zippy has been zipped up, which monastic order would he be best suited to join? Benedictines, Carmelites, Trappists, or Augustinians? And the answer is... Trappist monks take a vow of silence on joining their order. Zippy, however, did not take a vow of celibacy.
Using your brain...
Like a bad Hollywood scene, it was question 19.
And this one's called... Things You Didn't Want to Know. 6,000 notes if... You get it right. For the most part, we humans have one orifice for eating and a couple for excreting. It's embarrassing, but to put it politely, what animal really does excrete where it eats? A jellyfish, an eel, a lobster, or a dog? A middle-class contestant would have said... A jellyfish has only got one hole.
Hey, Jez, this plankton tastes like crap.
From the list of categories, pick a...
Superstar. Your special. 20.
And your selection is...
Killin' Dylan. And this question's worth £4,000.
G'day, mate. Welcome to Animal Hospital. Today we've got Dylan from the Magic Roundabout here, and the poor little fella is genuinely crocked with a very nasty disease. Let's take a good look at his symptoms. His blind eyes are as big as plates, he's very lethargic, and his ear flaps are swollen. Hey, and look! So are his genitalia. It's looking bad for the little guy. Now, before I humanely dispose of the floppy-eared fella with my special hammer, can you identify the disease that would have killed him anyway? Mastitis, BSE, scrapie, or myxomatosis? Do you know what it is yet? Myxomatosis kills all known rabbits. Well, we've carried out a nice little autopsy on Dylan, and you'll be relieved to know that he would have croaked soon anyway from a narcotic-induced multiple organ failure, so there's a happy ending after all, fella.
You got any categories on you, man?
for the attack. So you know the Jack Attack drill. Here's your clue. The big question. Go get it. Let's see how much fake cash you've amassed. That's the game!
Do you want to lie down? That must have taken an awful lot out of you. Let me soothe you with these words.
You don't know Jack!
Jack, you are so naughty. See me here later. Okay, let's run the commercials. Murray, please find out what's happening with the contestants. Cheers.
That's the guy you knocked off the high scoreboard, contestant. Yes, I hope you're happy. I know I am, because I can go home now. Unless you want to play another game, that is. I'd rather you didn't, by the way.
The apparatus you need to carry out an unlawful killing and never, ever get caught. And that's a guarantee. If you're convicted of murder or manslaughter within 6 months of purchase, you get your money back. The Easy Kill Kit comes in 3 versions: Fizzy Acid Bath, Moonlight Woodland Burial, and the all-new Budget Price Diminished Responsibility Kit, which for half our regular price will teach you how to fool any psychological evaluation board into grading you unfit for trial. You'll be back on the streets in 3 years, and that's a guarantee. Everyone gets a bit homicidal from time to time, but with the Easy Kill Home Murder Kit, you can exact those murderous impulses without having to upset that busy schedule. Just remember, they'd do the same to you if only they had the Easy Kill Home Murder Kit. Available now. Check press for details.
And now here are some hot scenes from next week's Pico Boulevard.
I hate you, Steven. First you try to kill me, and then you convince a jury that I molested that Shetland pony, and now you want to marry me?
Come on, Shasta. That was the past. What do you say?
Steven. Jimmy, that is totally inappropriate. Look, I expect to see all your reports on my desk by 5 o'clock today.
Look, Samantha, I'm onto your scheming ways.
What's the matter, Jimmy? Don't you find me attractive anymore? I mean, that's totally inappropriate.
Oh, Samantha.
On the next Pico Boulevard. Right after the season premiere of Buddies.